Once again, our starting point is the South Korean president's New Year press conference. Moon Jae-in is looked to as the key negotiator of the Peninsula on denuclearization. On North Korea issues, he said Pyongyang should take relevant, bold steps while also pressing the importance of corresponding measures to speed up that process. Shin Se-min has our top story.
With multiple high-stakes summits coming up between Seoul, Pyeongyang, and Washington, President Moon Jae-in called on North Korea to take bold steps towards denuclearization. He revisited the idea of getting exemptions from sanctions to speed up the regime's process, but also said ultimate sanctions relief depends on the speed of the North's denuclearization.
대북 제재의 빠른 해결을 위해서는 우선 북한이 실질적인 비핵화 조치를 보다 좀 과감하게 할 필요가 있다고 생각하고 또 북한이 그런 조치를 취하는 대로 계속해서 북한의 계속된 비핵화를 말하자면 촉진하고 독려하기 위해서 그에 대한 상응 조치들도 함께 강구돼 나가야 한다고 생각합니다.
The president said he hopes denuclearization will be sped up by the declaration of an official end to the Korean War. As for the presence of U.S. troops in South Korea, President Moon said it has nothing to do with the denuclearization of the Korean Peninsula, which he noted includes both the North and military commitments by the U.S. President Moon said Kim Jong-un understands this, adding that whether U.S. troops are stationed in the South is entirely up to Seoul and Washington and won't be part of the nuclear talks. When it comes to the definition of complete, verifiable, and irreversible denuclearization, President Moon said there is no difference in understanding between Kim Jong-un and the international community. And speaking about a possible second meeting between Kim Jong-un and U.S. President Donald Trump, the South Korean leader said it may be imminent following Kim's surprise trip to Beijing this week to meet President Xi Jinping. And the South Korean leader expressed optimism that this time Kim and Trump will produce an agreement that's more clear on actions to be taken by each side.
머지않은 시기에 개최될 2차 북미 정상회담과 김정은 위원장의 서울 답방은 한반도 평화를 확고히 다질 수 있는 또 하나의 전환점이 될 것입니다.
The South Korean leader promised to keep the ball rolling this year and even to speed up his push for peace. And as for that visit to Seoul by North Korea's Kim Jong-un, which has been delayed, President Moon expects that summit to take place after that possibly imminent summit of the North Korean leader Kim Jong-un and U.S. President Donald Trump. Shin Se-min, Arirang News.